Welcome back, babies! Welcome back, everyone. We have spent a little bit of time on the sidelines contemplating life. And we have done, actually, we took a break because we were thinking of the name for the podcast. And the consensus was that, what was it, Adil? What was our consensus in the end?
I'm not quite sure where you're going with this.
I think the consensus was that what do we call this is a great name for the podcast.
Yeah.
And we should
And we just stuck with it.
Yeah.
Actually, we're back by popular demand.
Yes.
People actually ask, where the hell did you guys disappear?
All four of them.
Wait a minute. You've watched our podcast?
You mean you're really watching us?
Yeah.
So we thought, we'll come back, obviously keep it a little light.
And give the people what they want, basically.
Yes. Give the people what they want.
Yeah.
Very James Cameron of us.
Yeah. Don't know if he's giving people what they want, but yeah.
I can see you've upgraded your mic, Adil. I can actually hear the drops from your throat. I can see.
I'm really sorry about that.
Almost see them. It's so clear. I can almost see them.
Nice.
How have you been, man? How's everything?
Yeah, everything's good. Alhamdulillah. Everything's fine. How are things at your end?
Yeah, great. Can't complain.
Yeah, of course.
I can always complin about
the
weather.
I wish we had started this 2 months ago when Liverpool were not doing that well. I think it would have been better.
Well, I have my my thoughts about that, about where Liverpool are right now, and it's so funny. You and I, we always talk, on a weekly basis. Sometimes life gets in its way, and we, it's a month or so since we touch base, and every time since we decided to come back. And we wanted to talk about games. So I was like, no, I want to leave this conversation because I want it to be authentic. And I want to have this conversation with you when we come back and we talk about it on the podcast. So yeah, I have my reservations. Yeah, we there's a lot of work to do. A lot more question marks right now for me than answers. Let's just put it that way.
I think we're talking about Liverpool, right?
Yes, we are talking about on the slot.
I think you just went on a different tangent, talking about your own personal life. There's a lot of more work to be done. I'm like, wait, where are we going?
I mean, what do you mean? There's more work to be done.
But
this is the finished article.
Sorry?
What do you mean more work to be done? You're looking at the finished article, bro.
Sure. Yeah. I'm sure that's what Slot said.
Oh, no, you're supposed to say that's what she said.
Sure. I'm not going to give you the satisfaction, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right. So let's get into the games that have happened so far this week.
Yes. Let's talk about them.
Right. Who did we start?
Let's start with the Chelsea. I don't know. Did you watch the Chelsea Newcastle game?
Yeah, I did actually.
What a cracking game!
In passing. Yeah. It was actually when I put on the game. Newcastle had already scored 2 goals. I was like, wait, what?
Yes. In the first half, yeah,
in the first half. I think it was about. So let me just check when they scored the first 2 goals. So
the 4th minute and the 20th minute.
Yeah, I think I put it on 27th or something minute, and you know how when you put on the game, you're expecting the score to be 0-0. So I was actually for the first 10 seconds, for the first time, I didn't look at the score on the top left. I was just looking at the game going on, and then suddenly I got a glance of the score. I'm like, what? Wait, what? 2-0 already to Newcastle.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is nice. And then ever since then, the first half was something where Newcastle was giving Chelsea defense a hard time. But I know this is a common theme going on for a few weeks now. Teams go into halftime, come back, and the game just flips on its head.
Well, it just talks to the number of metrics and the analyst and the reading of the video analytics and all that kind of stuff that's available these days. That wasn't available once upon a time, right?
True.
which talks to the changes in the games.
Yeah,
the good managers are able to make it, right? Like that's you have to give it to Maresca. He's a good manager.
Well, I have my doubts about that.
That was an early game for me. It was 7 o'clock in the morning. So normally I head down to the gym, but we had ice rain. We've been getting ice rain for the past 2 days, so it's been very, very dangerous to go outside. So I got up, went outside, said nope, and then just turned back around, and I was just sitting, and I was like, what should I do? And then I put the game on, and it was a good game. Delayed my breakfast.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to get up and make breakfast because it was a very engaging game. It was end to end.
Yeah,
End to
yeah, yeah.
end.
It was a good
Really,
game.
really good.
It was a good game.
What
It
do you
was a good
think? Do
game.
you think Maresca has a chance to end up at City? Because there's a lot of talk of Pep Guardiola maybe not renewing next year. I mean, there was a press conference yesterday and he said, well, there's no talk of me not being here next year, right? So do you think that's going to happen, or do you think Maresca is a good candidate? Like, there are plenty of good candidates out there. Well, I say plenty. There are probably 2 or 3 good candidates.
Yeah.
After the World Cup.
Yeah. No, I actually, what I read about this whole Guardiola and Maresca thing yesterday, and I was reading about the interview that Guardiola gave, and Guardiola made a very valid point that I know for some reason he's saying during this time of the year, every year I get asked the same questions about leaving City or not, and he's like, I don't know what to say to you guys because
he's not committed.
No, he's not committed. His contract doesn't expire next summer. It expired the summer after. He still has 18 months.
Is that right?
Yeah, I can take summer 2027, I think, not 26.
Yeah, keep talking. I'll look it up.
Yeah. So he's like, as of now, he is he wants to honor the full length of his contract, but he's like, it's not going to be like I'll be here forever. I'm not going to live forever.
End of next season.
Next season, right? In 2027.
End of next season. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like, I have 18 months on my contract. So I don't know why these questions are being asked, and nothing is going to be there forever. So it's not like eventually I will leave City at some point in time, but I don't have anything more to say about that at this point in time, and rightly so as well. I mean, it's still 18 months. It's not like he wants to honor his contract as well. Well, it's a different story if he does leave in the summer, but as of now, as things stand, he still has 18 months. So it's very premature to talk about that. But having said that, the candidate to replace Guardiola, as I told you, I read about it yesterday, and for some reason this thought came to mind. I was seeing Chelsea's team play. I was like, Maresca's style of play is like, will he do with City? Personally, I'm not sure, but he served under Guardiola, and
yeah.
I think Chelsea's current squad.
Do you think any manager can be happy with that squad and the continuous additions to the squad? Because it can only unsettle the rhythm.
Yeah, you're right. But I think he has a lot of depth in his squad. He should be happy with that. I mean, I still think, the Chelsea team I've seen growing. The Chelsea team I've seen when Chelsea were at their best, they were known for their centre backs. I mean, in any era, but most of the time that I've seen it, they've had John Terry and with some other partner. But I think Chelsea teams or good teams, any good team is built on defense. And I still think the centre back pairing is very young. Chelsea's centre back pairing is very young to be dealing with all kind of things that are thrown at them. So I still think if they had someone with some experience and a solid defender, I think that would lift the entire team. I think someone who is a leader. I think Reece James is a brilliant leader for them, who's doing very well for himself as a defensive midfielder right now. But I think they need a very solid.
Okay, come on, hold on with the political answer, okay? I'm gonna read out some names, and you tell me if you're the manager. How are you going to keep this squad happy? Okay. I'm going to read out the strikers available to Chelsea.
Yeah.
João Pedro.
Yeah.
Liam Delap.
Mm-hmm.
Pedro Neto. Jamie Gittins. Tyreek Jordan. And then the young and up and coming Estevao. Mark. I don't know how to say his name. It's Mark. Yeah. And then they had to ship out Nicholas Jackson for on loan because he was getting. Yeah. And then there's David Fofana. Like, you have so many good strikers, right? How are you going to develop these?
I don't know if they're good strikers.
No. Okay, hear me out. Okay, hear me out. Probably 3 out of the list of these 9 individuals that are spoken of, they're probably like really good potential. Others are probably, not that great potential, and then others are probably not. But they're all, barring Nicholas Jackson, all of them are still part of Chelsea's squad. How do you grow a player if he's not playing?
Yeah, true, that's true.
So
But I think,
how can a manager be successful
mm-hmm.
if the conveyor belt is an unfinished product? So I guess what I'm trying to say is, to your point, they're better off investing into like an experienced defender or a couple of experienced defenders, maybe in the same position, rather than investing continuously into midfielders and strikers and defenders who are young, who are very young, right? And that's why I think Maresca cannot succeed. You can't see his true potential as a manager with that squad, because he's perpetually going to be in this place where, like, all these players, are in his ear all the time. It takes a lot of time to manage.
I think it's all about
players.
management. I think that's a test of his management. Well, yeah, he has to have a starting 11. And, at one point in time, I can only talk about what I know of. So at one point in time, Manchester United had 4 top-notch strikers. And
right.
Sir Alex used to keep all of them happy and hungry. I think it's all about man management. Like, anyone who.
But you're talking about an elite manager. Maresca is not an elite manager.
No, I understand that, but eventually you get to that level. You should aspire to get to that level, right? Out of the names you've told me, it's all about man management. It's all about letting. So obviously, first of all, they are all good players, capable of becoming really good players. So Chelsea should be glad to have them on their books. But at the same time, again, in order to deal with the disappointment and everything, I think Maresca needs to sit down and tell everyone their roles, and if they're discontent, then ship them out. Probably that tells you of the player's character as well. So if someone is willing to fight for his place, become a better player, I think you would want to keep that sort of player in your team to lift the spirits. But if someone does not want to play second fiddle,
striker, like. I know, like, I hate to give you this reference, because I don't like this person, and it's pretty evident. It'll be pretty evident why I don't like this person. But Jamie Carragher made a very good point. No young player is going to want to go to that squad, because there's a line of people who are waiting for their chance. And any good player going to Chelsea is really, really gambling, because Maresca is not a certainty at Chelsea, for prolonged periods. So if you're signing for the manager, that's not going to happen.
That's for every club.
Yeah, but I mean, there's some managers there's some clubs who actually sign managers for long term. 3 years is considered long term, right? And then there's some clubs who change all the time, like your West Hams and your.
Yeah, but I think since Abramovich, Chelsea had that reputation under Abramovich, but since the change of ownership, they've only had
2 managers.
Sorry,
2, right? 3 managers.
I remember Graham Potter, Maresca, and who else? Can't think of anyone else, unless there was a caretaker manager in between.
Probably. I'm just looking it up right now.
Okay.
As we keep going.
So but again, coming back
4,
to
6
really.
Thomas Tuchel, Graham Potter, Bruno Saltar, he was interim. Frank Lampard, good old Frank Lampard. Pochettino came back, and then Enzo Maresca.
Wow. So I think they turned a leaf with Enzo Maresca, because I think that's since 2002. 3 years.
About 6 managers in 3. Anyway, that's enough about Chelsea.
Yeah.
We didn't really intend to talk about them, but
but one thing led to another.
Really good game. It was a really and very good for the neutral. So, I mean, you typically get that with Newcastle, right? You get
Newcastle. You don't know these days what you're gonna get when they turn up. Sometimes they do this, and I think they're very, very inconsistent right now.
Yeah, they're probably sitting 11th on the table right now. It's
makes sense.
I find it very strange, like the British media sort of labels.
Have a good team. I feel they have a good team.
Well, they are putting the blame on the squad versus the manager, which is the owners are not, or the club is not supporting the manager, or the players are not supporting the manager. Like, bloody hell, it's just like if he's lost the games, the blame is on the players, yes, but mostly on the manager because his tactics is what's going to win you the game. But I mean, it's not like they don't have the players to win them any game. Like if they were to face City and they defeated City, I wouldn't be surprised. If they were facing Barcelona and they defeated Barcelona, would you be surprised? I wouldn't. Like they're actually a good team. You got a solid.
I think a lot of that depends on their. I personally feel their midfield trio. For them to click, I always feel that their midfield trio is very crucial, very crucial in their victories and how they perform.
By the way, I heard Bruno.
Bruno,
he's got a release clause of 100 million. There is a English Premier League club that made an inquiry about him. I mean, if Bruno goes,
was it?
No, I don't know. No one knows who that club is.
Was it Liverpool?
I don't think so.
Is Liverpool trying to make turn Newcastle into Southampton 2.0?
Yeah, I would like to say good old days, but those were not the good old days because we got some really interesting.
Yeah. We had half of Southampton squad, right?
Yeah, exactly. At one point, yeah.
Right.
Ricky Lambert, good old Ricky Lambert.
Yeah, Adam Lallana.
I always liked him.
Yeah, I like him as well. I think he's a great player. I think he was a good player, not great.
I think what hindered him the most was his injuries. If he stayed fit, he would have been like, a really like a top level player, but he was just injured.
A top level John Joe Shelby or Jay Sperry. Yeah, sure.
Do you know he plays for Liverpool under 21 now?
Who? Liverpool under 21.
Oh my God, those were the good old days, man.
Right, let's move to the next game we want to discuss.
Yeah.
So yeah, Bournemouth, Burnley. Yeah, I think I expected Bournemouth to beat Burnley, but yeah, Burnley keeps on getting these draws. It's irritating for my FPL.
This season I've just stopped looking at my FPL because I was so pissed off with like the way Liverpool were performing, and I took 3 players, one of them being Salah, and Salah wasn't scoring.
Yeah,
and so
he's not even playing now.
So actually, yeah, so
he didn't play. Oh yeah, he's gone to AFCON. Yeah, I remember.
He's gone to AFCON now. Yeah. So he probably would have been on the bench today, to be honest. But
I don't know. You never know. Maybe his involvement might have. I still think he's got a lot to offer. I personally, I still do think.
You know what the problem is?
Despite hating Liverpool.
Let's talk about Liverpool. Okay, let's talk about Liverpool.
No, we'll come to Liverpool.
Why no coming?
Okay, let's talk about Liverpool Tottenham first. Let's talk about Liverpool Tottenham.
Okay, because I need to get a lot off my chest.
Yeah. So let's talk about Liverpool. So Liverpool won 2 against Tottenham. 9-man Tottenham.
Against a 9-man Tottenham.
So they were down to 10 men for the most of the game, and so I'll say 10-man Tottenham rather than 9-man. Yeah, which is I don't think.
First of all, what the fuck is wrong with Tottenham, man? Like,
yeah, I know.
First of all, they played better with 10 men than they did with.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to say because the red card was so early in the game. It's hard to say.
I mean, it wasn't that early. Probably 20th, 30th minute, something like
that.
Yeah,
actually, you're right. The 33rd minute, yeah.
So, like, the game was
they played better with 10 men. I think they played better when Richarlison came on. That's what I think.
Yes. And that is exactly why I'm so annoyed. Because okay. So let's look at the transition of Liverpool since Jurgen Klopp left. I don't know if you saw the game.
I did.
Actually, no, you did.
I watched this. Actually, I started watching just before Richarlison came on.
Right.
Yeah.
So you signed 2 strikers, okay?
Yeah.
And both the strikers are known to play with balls in behind. Long balls, slow build up, that's not their style. Slot's style is mid block and slow build up. Okay, from what I'm seeing, okay? The game that they played against Real Madrid, I think Slot tore up his tactics and played the game just for Real Madrid. And that's the kind of game that, Liverpool supporters want to see. Because, like, from a Slot's perspective, he was like, if we lose this game, not that big of a deal. Because it's a group Champions League game and it's Real Madrid. So, like, At least we want to perform. So guys, go out there, press, do this, do that. We need to show the fans that we're good enough. And so Liverpool played really well. They played, I think, the Jurgen style football. But every other game, including the Arsenal game that we won. I'm sorry, Arsenal was shit in that game. They should have won that game. But Liverpool was just more shitter.
Shittier.
Because shittier. Yeah, exactly. You're right. It's just the emotions are getting the better.
I know.
So slow build up. When you've got two strikers whose strengths are to running behind, you have Florian Wirtz, right? Who plays with the game being more progressive and who plays with quick movements. And you look at the pockets where, let's say, 60 to 70% of the game in the attack phase is played. It's that pocket between wing and high wing back.
I hear you.
It makes no sense. And the goal that Isaac scored today was from guess what?
Through ball?
Ball in behind.
Yeah, I know. He does that. I was actually thinking about it.
The second goal was a cross.
Yeah, I remember it was a
Frimpong, which is very similar to the Liverpool of old. So I don't know what the fuck Slot is smoking. We're losing our identity as Liverpool, right? The charming, real football team. We are actually slowing down play. Like if you take a look, if you saw the game, we are slowing down play. So when Richarlison comes on, okay, because like Liverpool should have put the game to bed by that time. By the time Richarlison came in, 2-0, you could probably say it's been put to bed. But because you're constantly playing those really slow in that area of between midfield to 30-yard box, constantly playing the game in those areas, you lose the ball once and boom, Richarlison is basically there. Yeah, I mean, I personally will, if this is the Slot way to play, I don't want him at Liverpool in the next season and this is why he doesn't like Salah, in my opinion. Because if you notice, as soon as Salah gets the ball, he's running. He's not passing the ball square. He's not.
Yeah.
Because that he has the Jurgen mentality, right? He's the typical Jurgen type winger. So I'm not saying we need a Jurgen type players, but we need to win football games. And the way that we lost against Leeds and the way we lost against some of these other teams, that those were winnable games. And the reason why we weren't winning them is because the mentality is to slow the game down. When you're slowing the game down, what's going to happen? This is the Premier League.
Do you think the managers should adapt to the players that they have, or the players should adapt to the manager's system? I'm just talking generally, and I'm not talking about this particular Liverpool thing. What do you think? Do you think players should adapt to manager's system, or manager should adapt to the players he has at his disposal?
So I'll give you a good example. What's happening with Amorim right now is the players adapting to the manager's system.
Are they?
No, I'm not saying they are. But I'm saying that's an example of that. When you don't, because if you join the club, you're not going to have all the players that fit your system, right? Or fit the way that you want to play. That requires expenditure. That requires time. That requires transition. What is your job as a manager coming to a football club? Your job is to win games. It's not about a particular style of football, right?
Yeah, true.
So
I think no one gives a toss about the style of football if you're winning. I mean, if you're getting 3 points, even if you're in a defensive low block, and you're getting 3 points, the fan's going to be happy. We're on top of the table, regardless of how you're getting there.
Exactly. And in Slot's case, this is a team that won the Premier League last year. How does it come from that to such a low?
Yeah, that's very bewildering, really.
So I think
that's the most shocking part of this entire thing. How the team that won, that actually basically ran away with the league last year.
Yeah.
How is this happening to them? When they have...
Yeah, let's be honest. The other teams were pretty shit last year as well. That kind of happens as well. But a champion is a champion, right? A Premier League champion is a Premier League champion at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So...
No, I'm not taking anything away from Liverpool. I'm not taking anything away from Liverpool. What I'm saying is, how have they fallen in a season so far behind when they have most of the players that they had last season? I mean, they've lost.
In fact, more. They've had
and
more
they've invested
players.
so heavily.
Yeah. more quality. They've got arguably more quality, right? I think Isaac was an unnecessary signing. Like, I don't think we needed a striker like that.
Some few days ago, right?
Yeah, he was unnecessary. We shouldn't have signed him.
I feel bad for him now. To be honest with you, I feel the kind of spotlight that has been put in since his move. Yeah, okay, he was at fault for a few things during this time. While refusing not to train, which is not the good. I think when that happened, Liverpool should have backed out straight away. That's what I think, because that tells a lot about the character.
Exactly. Because we've been there. We've been there with Suarez. We've been there with Coutinho.
Yeah. I mean, if a player does that, I think the owners of this... And look, if you're not going to sign one player, it's not the end of the world. I mean, for that money, you could have gotten anyone else as well.
Well, exactly. I think this is more of... I think this was more of a commercial signing. You know what I mean?
No, I don't think so. Why? Why do you think so? It's not like he's a face of many brands or anything.
It's a big name. Ekitike was not a big name.
Yeah, he was.
When he came over.
You mean a statement signing? They want you.
Yeah.
Okay, probably.
That's what I mean.
Probably.
A statement signing eventually turns into like a
no
commercial windfall.
I got your point. So not sure.
That's my feeling. Wirtz, I love him. What a silky footballer, man. I know he hasn't had the best of times, but it's also down to...
I was actually excited about that signing. I wanted him to... And I think he played... So I saw the charity shield game you guys had against Crystal Palace. I saw him in that game. I still remember. He was good in that game. He was actually decent in that game. And then I put in my FPL. And then first two games... This guy looked lost in the middle of the field. I'm like, what happened to Wirtz? Like, he would receive the ball, he would turn and he would get...
A moment of silence for all of those people who put any Liverpool player into their FPL after the first international break.
No, I think Gakpo has given me a few points here and there.
Fuck Gakpo, man! What? Like, does he have Slot's dirty pictures? Like, is he holding his kids?
I certainly feel that Slot favors him a bit over others.
He only has one style of play.
Can I say something here? I know Isaac went off injured, and my best wishes to him and Liverpool. It looked like a bad one. Really. And because it's ankle joint thing. What?
Yeah, I know you mean that.
Yeah, of course I do. But I really hope Chiesa gets chance now.
I don't know what to tell you. Every Liverpool supporter feels really bad for Chiesa. I think I was reading somewhere that Arne Slot lost complete faith in him in the Carabao Cup game.
Okay.
Because he was playing all kids and Chiesa was starting. He was one of the senior players starting. And he didn't perform in that game. And so Arne Slot apparently was really pissed with him. I mean, get over it. Like, there's not another single senior player on the team. I think Van Dijk may be playing. But
was Van Dijk playing in that game? I don't think he played in that game.
I don't remember.
I don't think Van Dijk played in that game.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is, I don't know why. I mean, give Gakpo 50% of the games, okay? But give Chiesa 50. Like, he has more heart and soul in the game than Gakpo. And okay, one more thing I want to say, and we can move off Liverpool. One of the areas that Salah has been criticized for by Jamie Carragher and like all these people, he doesn't tracking behind. He's been given a day off for his attacking duties. I'm not giving you a thumbs up, but whatever. So have you ever seen? You've seen a lot of Newcastle games last year, the year before, right? Have you ever seen Isak do that?
Do what? Sorry, I didn't get you.
Track back.
Well, I think he'll do it till the midfield. I haven't seen him go like really back. Or I don't recall him. I don't think he's known for that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just because he's just not good at it, right?
Yeah, probably. Or you want to conserve energy as well for them to make lung busting runs up front as well.
Peace. I completely agree with you. But we also overlook it because he scores a lot of goals. Right? So if Salah does the same, why are we asking for his head to be chopped off and kicked out of Premier League and all that? There's a big agenda, I think, against Mohamed Salah, and I'm not for it, man. I'm not for it at all.
Well, I mean,
what a legend! What a legend for the Premier League! What a legend for Liverpool! And this is the way that Jamie Carragher and some of the other, like the other day, Adil, you will love this. Jason McAteer.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
he's an ex-Liverpool player. So I think he was on BN Sports or something, and he was like, somebody said, "Oh, Salah carried Liverpool last year. Salah carried Liverpool over the past years," and he's like, "Salah didn't carry Liverpool last year, and Salah hasn't carried Liverpool all these years. Liverpool could have won the Premier League without Salah. They couldn't have won the league without Jordan Henderson." Like these are actual words. I mean, yeah, I'm not taking anything away from Jordan Henderson. We love him, right? But I mean,
you love him. I don't.
I love him, but I mean, come on, man. Seriously, it's Mohamed Salah. Look at the goals that he scored.
You take his goals away. Let's see where Liverpool ends.
Exactly. So anyway, I'm
well,
gonna
that's
get
happening right now. We're seeing it now. Yeah, you take his goals away. Look where Liverpool is right now.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
He's not scoring, then look where Liverpool is. If he's not performing the same way.
Yeah.
So and Liverpool was dependent on him.
You know what the haters are going to say is, and I was actually quite surprised to hear this stat, that Liverpool have not lost a game when Salah's been away to AFCON.
Liverpool have not lost a game. Okay.
So, I mean, great. I'll take it. But I don't think this is the right way to treat a club legend.
Yeah, well.
Granted that.
Well, it's Liverpool. What do you expect? Anyways, moving on.
I'll give you one more example, and then we can move on to other games.
Can I tell you something here?
Yeah.
I think Salah's contribution towards Liverpool is much, much more than Van Persie's contribution towards United, right?
He was there for 3 years.
Yeah, are you agreeing with that, right? So I
agree.
But we love Van Persie still.
Yeah.
So that's just. I've always felt that. I think even for us, for our mediocre players, I mean, we still treat them very nicely as opposed to other clubs. I think, and that's what probably I can say about United. Honestly, I mean, I'm not throwing any shade towards Liverpool or anything, but I genuinely feel that of all the big clubs, I think Chelsea as well, for some reason. I think we treat our ex-players and our legends in a good manner.
Well, Chelsea, I think the Chelsea argument is correct because they have so few actual impactful, and their success has been very recent, right? So Zola, and you look at like Terry and Lampard,
Hazard.
And Hazard. Well, I don't think they treat Hazard. Well, actually, they overdone it with Hazard, I think.
But they do. I mean, the guy was a special player. So, yeah.
I mean, agreed, but his numbers were not that great.
Yeah. So, even I would say even Hazard's contribution towards Chelsea winning the title are not as much as Salah's.
Great point.
And still.
So, here's another example, okay? Yeah. And this is amazing how this actually worked out. Salah goes into mix zone and he makes comments, and the whole British media is behind him, right? Like, why did you do this? The club comes first and all that kind of stuff. A few weeks later, I think it was yesterday or the day before, Bruno Fernandes does that interview, and literally nobody is talking about it.
Yeah, because Bruno said I was disappointed by the club wanting to sell me rather than anything else.
No, I know, but he's still coming out, and he also said, I'm going to be looking at my options, right?
He did. I don't know. I haven't seen that interview. But
yeah, I read
you're right.
I remember myself. So
I remember reading something like a summary of the interview where he said that I don't know if he said I'll be looking for options, but I think he said that he would want to win silverware, and he would look into going to Italy or Spain or something like that. I'm not quite sure. So again, I cannot comment because I haven't seen the interview.
Right.
I've seen just like the snippets of the interview, not the entire thing.
Yeah.
But
anyway, let's move on.
What are Liverpool's next fixtures, though?
I think we're playing. Who are we playing next?
Let me look that.
We are playing.
Let me look at that for you. So you guys are playing Wolves. Okay.
Awesome. Are we playing them away or home? Oh, we're playing them at home. We should win that game. Like that's a winnable game.
Your next two fixtures are at home.
And then we're playing Leeds on New Year, I think.
Yeah, you're right. On 4th, you play Fulham, and then on 8th, you play Arsenal at their home.
Well, I don't know. You know what? Like, I'm in such a...
good mood.
No, I'm in such a weird place where, whoever's actually at fault here, I actually want them out. I don't want them to get away with what's just happened. So
You mean
If
the
that
game?
means yes, like I'm talking about Salah versus Slot and all this kind of nonsense,
okay,
right?
okay. I think everything was fine till Salah opened his mouth.
Well, I mean, the question is, why did he have to open his mouth? Like, what actually happened?
Yeah, what transpired? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not telling a player like Salah that he's going to be benched for the next 3 weeks because he's trying some new things, and you just do it anyway, I think that's really bad.
I think then
management.
again, how we started this recording, as I was talking about man management, I think that's
exactly.
what it is.
Yeah, you're right.
I think that's what. Again, I think I'm beating an old drum because I've read so much about him that if Sir Alex benched someone, they would want to perform. I think it's all about playing on merit, right? So if you're doing, how do you decide on your playing 11? Yeah, it's to do with what your opponents, but also how players perform in training. So I think managers, like how you told me that Slot hasn't played Chiesa because he performed bad in one game. But yeah, that can happen to anyone. No player gives
exactly
10 out of 10 performance every game. So you look at how they're performing in training, if they're taking in those notes, making everything, then so I think for Salah as well, Salah is too important. I mean people say he's gotten old and everything. No, I don't see that difference here. Yeah, he's just not, he's a human at the end of the day, right? It shows that he's a human. So I think the players in the club need to support him to get him back in that form. I think someone has said that the best way to get in form is to play more. So the more you play, the more there's more chance of you scoring or finding that touch and getting your confidence back. Rather than sitting a player like him on the bench doesn't do any benefit to anyone. I mean, you've got like a very talented player, a goal scorer.
God, imagine your star player staying on the bench and sulking.
Yeah.
As a football team, how would you feel?
I felt it before when Ten Hag benched Ronaldo.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. This is exactly the same. And who was the winner in the end?
I think, yeah, you're right. I mean, but I think eventually fans lose at the end of everything.
Well, that's exactly what I mean.
Yeah,
there's literally no winners. No one wins in that situation because you're looking at a player like Ronaldo, and guess where Ten Hag is? Like, no one knows who he is anymore. No one cares about who he is.
Well, I think everyone knows who he is now.
Yeah, I mean, because of the fact that he managed Manchester United, but other than that, there's
no, I agree with you. But I think managers should also, like, when you're a star player, I think you have to treat them differently. I was seeing I was seeing a podcast of an interview of Eric Cantona. The interviewers asked him, "Do you think Sir Alex treated you differently than other players?" He's like, "Yes, I know that. I was a difficult player to manage." So you see, that's where the genius of good managers is.
100%.
It's not only about managing game. It's about managing a team, managing a set of individuals. Somehow, I think over time, managers have lost track. Everyone wants to become Pep Guardiola and plays a certain way. Tactics, this and that. They've forgotten that you're dealing with players and how. So man management is not only about keeping players happy. It's also about getting the best out of him. If there's a player
100%.
who you have a good rapport with and who looks up to you, he'll give 120% of his capability. You never know. You know, some players do that. Even they themselves don't realize they have an added gear, or they can put in shift for you. So, you know, players will play out of position for a manager they love. Players will defend for a manager they love.
And will complain. And they will not complain.
They will be happy. It's just
they
how
will
the manager
leave their heart on the pitch.
You remember, it's a very famous example. When Inter beat Barca, all 11 players were defending happily for Mourinho because Mourinho had that relation with those players. So
Mourinho is a class manager.
So when it comes to saying that Salah does not defend, Salah does not do this, Salah does not do that, I think manager, if looks inwards and sees how can I make it more
easy,
attractive for him.
Yeah, incentivize the player in a way.
Yeah. But yeah, I think managers have lost that they've totally forgotten that they have to manage team and players as well. I think of that generation of managers who actually gave a lot of importance to managing players. I think Carlo Ancelotti was the last of those managers who was good at that, keeping a big
you
squad of stars happy as well.
You make a great point, Adil. I don't know from the current crop of new managers that I can look at a manager and say, this guy looks like, maybe Fabian Hertzler. Like, he looks like, he gets along with his players really, really well, or he's very close with his players.
To be honest with you, I think you're right about him. I also think, to a certain level, I think Eddie Howe has that thing with his players as well. I personally feel that. I could be wrong.
Because he does demand that kind of football as well, right?
So what I'm saying is that I think everyone trying to be Guardiola have forgotten that there is even Guardiola became Guardiola at Barcelona, and people think that was it was a very demanding style of football, but they all loved Guardiola. They all were willing to do things for Guardiola.
Yeah, at the end of the day, that's what matters, right? What are the players willing to do for you on the football pitch?
So he was a Barca legend.
Yeah.
Before he became manager.
And that's why
Yeah. So I think and even if a manager cannot have a good relation with all 11 players, which I can understand as well. But if you have a good relation with the top 3-4 important figures of the squad, and I think that takes care of itself, because those 4 will manage the squad for you. You don't have to go individually manage. Those 4 will manage the squad for you.
That's true, man. That's true.
But I think I don't know how it is with Slot, because I don't think even he has, and I don't know if he has a good relation with Van Dijk. He certainly has a good relation with Gakpo for some reason.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I don't know what.
I feel that.
I don't know why. Like, maybe he has his Swiss account, like, details. Like,
I have no
idea. I don't know what it is. That Gakpo actually legit looked up Gakpo's spouse or his like wife, because I was like, I'm pretty sure there's some relation. There's something going on here.
Something is happening somewhere.
Yeah. So you're absolutely right. I think there is a good relationship with Van Dijk, because that's just Van Dijk's character.
I don't know.
Right?
I don't know actually. I don't know.
Because he's the captain, and Slot made him the captain. Actually, no, Slot didn't make him the captain.
Even if Slot didn't make him, we all know. I mean, come on. Let's say who will choose. Let's say he made Gakpo captain. Who is everyone to listen to? Van Dijk or Gakpo?
Yeah. You know what was really fucked up? What? I think is that Arne Slot last year made Trent. Now looking back at what happened last year, he made Trent vice captain, and he didn't make Salah or Robertson vice captain. That could really, hurt the ego of a player like Ronaldo or Salah, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
I think. Yeah, just before we move on, I think captaincy and respect is something that doesn't need title.
I mean, certainly there's a leadership
captaincy need, but respect does not need title. What I'm trying to say is that, and I can understand it's a matter of like, oh, I am the actual official club captain, and all those things do matter. But I think at the end of the day, I think Salah would know the kind of respect he gets from his peers.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if that does make that much of a difference to his existence. Again, I can understand why Ronaldo would feel it, because Ronaldo has that thing. And to be honest with you, Ronaldo has the leadership quality. He has that attribute of inspiring the team with a moment of brilliance or something.
He has.
He has the oomph. Yeah. You know how it is. He's still doing it, bro. Yeah. He's still scoring so regularly for Portugal, bro. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
It's so amazing that FIFA bent their own rules. You heard about that?
What is this rule?
Yeah, it's so screwed up. Ronaldo, not the last, but the one before that. So the second last World Cup qualifier, Ronaldo got a red card.
Okay.
It was against Ireland, if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
And the last match was against. So obviously, for a straight red, you get 3-match ban. Right? So since that red card, what's the name? So Ronaldo would miss the last remaining World Cup qualifier, and after that they were just playing the World Cup. So they would miss the first 2 matches of the.
Sure, they wouldn't play any. They'll play
nothing. There's nothing.
Oh, there's gonna be an international break in March.
Yeah, but that's for the playoffs of the World Cup qualifier.
Portugal. But they're playing friendlies.
No, there's nothing. Even if they are, so it was supposedly one World Cup qualifier and then game. 2 matches of the World Cup group stage.
Gotcha.
Now he'll just miss one the opening World Cup, or I don't think even he's gonna miss that also, because they've just like, oh, because Ronaldo has never had a red card in his illustrious career, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, the rule does not apply.
It's also commercial value,
which is really bad. Which is really bad for the game. No, I understand that. I understand. Obviously, there are ulterior motives. It's not out of their goodwill that FIFA has decided to do that. There's obviously things behind that. There is money involved, definitely. Not that I'm saying Ronaldo bribed FIFA. No, I'm saying
No,
FIFA is better off with Ronaldo playing rather than him not just sitting on the bench.
Agreed.
But yeah, they shouldn't do this. I think it spoils the sanctity of the game, spoils the competition. I mean, if you've got a red card.
There's a lot that FIFA are doing that is spoiling the sanctity of the game.
No, I understand, but that doesn't come to the pitch, right? That doesn't come to the pitch. Whatever is happening, but at least what's happening on the pitch is still pretty much okay.
Yeah.
But with this, I think
mostly
they're opening mode. Oh, everyone can go. Oh, this was my first red card. Like, what if someone gets a red card in a last match of the group and like
trial baldi.
Imagine if a player gets red card in the last group stage, as per the rules, he'll miss the group round of 16, quarterfinal and semi-final.
Yeah.
That player can always say, "Oh, that was first. I should be allowed to play quarterfinal. I'll just have 1 match ban."
Yeah, I agree. It's horrible for the game. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting World
Cup.
FIFA
has set a very bad precedent for themselves.
Yeah. They've always done that. They're very consistent in doing that.
Yeah, that's what they're consistent. Yeah, true.
They're very consistent in doing that. Oh my God.
Okay, next game I think we want to discuss is City and West Ham.
Do we want to discuss any other game? Is it worth talking about? We've done this for 50 minutes. We should probably just talk about United tomorrow, because we're going to do this tomorrow again, right?
Yeah, we will. I just want to say, Haaland, what a player. What a player.
Man,
He's
what
2 goals
it's so funny. Today. Yeah, the first goal they scored was a kind of a tap in, and then he just did the robot dance. Like, everyone calls me a robot because I do tap ins.
Have you heard? That's fine. Have you seen his interview with Alan Shearer and Gary Lineker?
No, not
recent.
No, I know though. I've seen clips of it, but I haven't actually seen the whole interview.
Watch it; it's really good. Okay. So he was like,
I love his attitude, by the way.
Yeah, he's very
very.
He doesn't take himself seriously. He's very good, proper lad. So it's like I like it when people say I score tap-ins.
Yeah,
he's like, because in order to score tap-ins, I have to be there. Things like that. And I've noticed him, like, he makes so many runs. Poor guy. He makes so many runs.
He does,
and he does at times make people's bad passes look good as well, because he's made the run and he's collected the ball.
Yeah.
He's an amazing striker. I think he'll end his career as a legend of the game. Definitely.
For sure.
Definitely.
Like, he's at 102 goals already.
Yeah, if he stays, how many seasons do you think he stays to beat Shearer's record?
That's the big question. How long before Real Madrid come calling for Haaland? Because you know what
does he need to go there? Do you think players need to go to Real Madrid?
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why he needs to go there. One very compelling reason, and this is contingent on when this comes to light, which is the 115 charges against Manchester City.
Yeah, I don't know if anything's going to happen about them in our lifetime.
Well,
it's been hanging for so long.
Yeah, I don't know what they're sitting on, but I think that is one stage it could happen.
Yeah.
The second stage,
I don't want to speculate about that because I don't know what. I don't do little about it.
Well, I mean, your opinion is your opinion.
No, it is. But I don't know. I don't even know what the charges are. 115 is a big number, bro. I don't even know what those charges are. I know one.
The charges are basically.
I know one.
The charges are basically Man City have spent money that they don't have.
No, I understand. I think one of the charges that I read was that what was it? That one of the sponsorships, it's not allowed. Like, they inflated the numbers or something like that. I'm not quite sure.
It's like the owner
is a part of the company, the company that's sponsored, but that's not allowed or something like that.
Maybe we should do an episode on just the 115 charges.
Yeah, list them out.
We probably need 4 or 5 episodes.
I think too boring.
On that.
Too boring for me.
Yeah, I know. Plus, who cares about City? Like, as long as, they're winning titles when Liverpool is not winning titles, I'm good. Let's be honest. I think you will be too.
Well, let's see. Let's see how it's going to be.
Well, tomorrow is a big game.
Yeah.
Who are United playing tomorrow?
I think we're playing Aston Villa.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that should be a good game.
Yeah. My prediction is Aston Villa will.
You think so?
Yeah. First of all, our two of the first 11 starters have gone to AFCON, which is Mbeumo and Diallo. So it'll be interesting to see what happens tomorrow. How he's managing. I think he has he'll put Mount.
He has to start Chesko.
I think he will.
And then who's the Afro man? What's his name?
Afro man. Who's that? Dorgu.
No.
Who's that?
He wears number 11, right?
Oh, Cunha.
No, Cunha's still in 11. Oh, okay, cool.
No, Cunha is not 11. I don't know whose number.
The guy who we bought last year, who's a bit rigid, but he's not that great. He's had injuries. He came back. I'm gonna have to look this up, aren't I? Just take the names of all the strikers that United has.
Striker.
Yeah.
Zirkzee, you mean?
Yes.
Joshua Zirkzee. Okay.
Hosua.
Yeah. He'll play. No, I think he'll play Mount. He'll start Mount tomorrow.
He looks like he does martial arts, like jiu-jitsu or martial arts. I don't know. It's Zirkzee.
I don't know, man. I could care less.
Well, on that note, we will wrap up for the day.
Yeah, definitely.
It was a great conversation coming back.
Yeah, it was.
Sorry,
I think every time we start talking, it feels the time is flying, honestly, and we end up recording such a long video.
Yeah, our intention was 20 minutes. We wanted to do 20 minutes, but you know what? We also have made a promise to ourselves that if it just comes out, we're just gonna keep going.
Yeah.
And so that's why we kept going. We hope you enjoyed this comeback episode and enjoyed the research. The feedback from the research.
Research, yeah, sure. That's what they call it, research.
We clearly did a lot of research for this.
Clearly.
Yeah, the research that we did for the show was a deal. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to look at you. Let's talk on the episode.
Let's talk on the podcast. Yeah, I hate that bit.
Let it build up.
I hate that bit. Anyway, see you tomorrow, bro. See you.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
We'll catch up and talk about the United Villa game. And if there's anything else that happens from now till then. The transfer window is about to start. I think we should talk about who needs what. I think we could do that tomorrow.
And you know what? Adil, I was watching the last episode that we aired. The thing that we called landed.
Yeah, really? I think we should talk about that. Why don't you make a point of all the videos, all the points. That's it.
Go back, watch the whole freaking episode. I do that. I edit this shit, bro. So I'm gonna go back and do it again. So anyway, I have to edit this episode and put it on. So I'm gonna go back and do that.
Go ahead.
I will see you tomorrow. Take care. See you guys.
Enjoy
football.
See ya. Bye.
See ya.